feel like my bronzer is a little too ham, but I'm also just looking in the viewfinder, and the viewfinder tends to lie to me a lot. Hey guys, thanks for coming back to check out another video. So I am super excited to sit down and film this today. We are going to do some makeup playtime with the brand Oden's Eye. I feel like a lot of us Americans say Oden's Eye, which that's what it looks like in English. But I'm pretty sure I've had or heard like a fair amount of Swedish, like native Swedish speaking people say Oden's Eye. So that is what I'm going to go with. But if I'm wrong, let me know. I don't want to like butcher any of the names, but it's a learning experience. So I'm not going to be like embarrassed if I butcher a name. But yeah, this is an indie Swedish brand. I have had my eye on them for quite some time. I am so excited. This mystery box was actually delivered to me the day that I went to urgent care for the pneumonia and bronchitis. So I have not yet gotten to play with this. I knew I wanted to sit down and like film this video. So I have opened and like taken all the bubble wrap and things like that out of here. So I know what is in here, but you guys don't. And I haven't actually used it. I am not typically like a first impressions kind of person because I feel like you could use something and maybe you were just having an off day, the product's having an off day, like it just doesn't work, or you have to like tweak it a little bit to fit what you want. So I don't typically like first impressions videos, so that's not what this is going to be. It's just going to be a makeup playtime, have some fun. You sit back and do your makeup with me. We'll have a grand old time, friends. I also don't typically do mystery boxes. One, because I am super afraid always that like I'm going to get stuff that I don't like. But when I saw that they were doing this mystery box, they had two different sizes, like a small size and a large size. So I did get the large size. I looked, they had on their website like a list of all the potential products that you could get in your mystery box. There were some, I'm not gonna lie, where I was like, I would still like be excited to receive that, but it's not like top of my list. Like brushes and the Freya eyeshadow palette, like those just were things that I wasn't like really interested in, but everything else was. So looking at that list, it was like, okay, Haley, like 90% of the things that they are putting into the mystery boxes you would love. Also with this brand, when I get onto their website to like pick things out, I'm always like low-key overwhelmed because everything just looks so pretty. So this was great. I don't have anything from the brand, so there was no risk of like already having it in my collection, and I felt like this would be a great way to try them out. Someone else is taking like the decision factor out of it for me, so I'm really just excited. So like I said, I have not even like swatched any of these products. I haven't even used them. I just thought it would be really fun to get on here today. So I think first what I'm going to tell you is I have on like my base products and bronzer. That's it, because I do have a blush in here and a highlighter palette and all this other stuff. So that's all that I have going on my face. I think first we'll pull everything out and swatch some things, and then yeah, I'll zoom you guys in and we will start applying these to our face. All right, so most of the items I got come from the Älva collection. I think the V in Swedish is sounds more like a W. Again, I could be very wrong. So most of the items I got were from that collection, and I understand too with like mystery boxes, a lot of times it's like a brand's way to clear out their inventory. But like I said, I'm really excited because I don't own anything from this brand, and I have to say their packaging is just so super cute. Hopefully you can see, like it has like this holographic detailing. Now this is like just the outer cardboard thing, but I have a flower blusher from the Älva collection, and this is in the shade Water Lily. So super pretty blush. It does look a little bit darker than what I would typically wear, but let's give it a swatch. Let's see. It does have some glitters in it, but I do know glitters can be helpful to like blend out products, so I don't know if this will be something that like the glitters translate heavily on your face. That is a really pretty shade. That's like a dark pinky kind of rosy shade. I think that's really pretty. I would have to go in with a light hand, I think. All right, so the next thing in here is the Solmåne. I know it's like sun and moon. It's the highlighter palette. This I was super excited about because this is not something, I still have like the plastic insert on here. This is not a product that I would have picked for myself, but it's really pretty with the 4 highlighters. And this is the more like toned down kind of neutral highlighter. So you've got this kind of like light peachy one, a pink one, which I'm excited about. This one looks like it might be like a white with kind of a green undertone, and then this one's like a white with a blue undertone. They do have like the names imprinted on there. Hopefully you can tell that. It's just so pretty, like the attention to detail with this brand, that's what's impressing me. I'm like low-key like, oh, I don't want to swatch it, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna break the imprint. We're gonna swatch them. Ooh, these highlighters feel so nice and like just very soft. So this is that first one, like the more peachy one. Definitely in person, it's like kind of like a champagne, like a gold, like reminiscent of like Mary Luminizer, ColourPop, Flexitarian, things like that. It's really pretty. The next one is that like white one that has like the blue tint to it. This one, I don't know if I would ever use actually as a highlighter. It's really pretty. I think I would probably get a lot of use out of it as like an eyeshadow. So, and then this one is like the one that's pretty pink looking in the pan, but hopefully what you're seeing, at least on camera, is it has almost more of like a peachiness to it. So that's pretty exciting. And then this one is like that white with the green in it. And in person, it looks almost like more golden than it does green. But either way, very pretty colors. I could see myself, like I said, other than the like bluey duochrome one, I would wear the other 3 like on my face. All right, so I did end up getting 3 lip products. So the first one is a bullet lipstick. This is the Kiss of Fairy lipstick. It is a cream lipstick in the shade Brown Rose, which sounds super pretty. So let's open this one up. I just love like the outer like cardboard packaging that they have. Like there's so much attention to detail on those that I'm like low-key I want to save them. But this is what the actual lipstick looks like. Again, really pretty. This feels nice and heavy. And this shade, ooh, that is really a pretty shade. It's like a brown red kind of shade. That it's probably, again, not one I would have picked out for myself. But yeah, that's really pretty. I could see myself really rocking that in the fall. Kind of reminds me of Chai from Bite Beauty, just a little bit. But yeah, super excited about that. This next one is a matte lip stain in the shade Dry Dates. I have never tried anything like this kind of product, but this is really pretty. That looks very dark in there. Let's see what it looks like. Here's the little like dofa applicator, kind of nice. So let's swatch this out. Oh, that is going to be so dark, and I don't usually go for like very dark lip colors, but I'm kind of like really intrigued to try it. It's like a kind of brown raisin shade. I'm not good at color descriptions. I will come up with like the weirdest ways to describe things. So the last lip product I have, again, is another matte lip stain. I know they have cream lip stains, and so I'm wondering if these matte ones will be like a little bit more drying and maybe need to be topped off with a lip gloss. So I would be interested in picking up like a cream lip stain from them if I like these. But like I said, this is another matte lip stain in the shade Perfect Plum. So it looks, again, like on the darker side. I assume it's going to be a little bit lighter than the Dry Dates one. There's what the wand of it looks like. And let's just swatch them next to each other so we can see any kind of differences. How about that? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna get all confused. Okay. This one is the Dry Dates. This one is the Perfect Plum. So I feel like they both fall under that like very dark, vampy kind of brown color family, but the Dry Dates definitely has more of a red to it. And then I feel like the Perfect Plum is more of like a, like, I want to say plummy, but to me it looks more like brown instead of like purple. Either way, they're both really pretty. They're both very dark. Not shades, again, that I would have picked for myself. So out of the 3 lip products, I think the Brown Rose is a winner in my book. But like I said, I'm not mad at the other 3 colors. I think this is a great way to like pull myself out of my comfort zone. My hand is very red after having to remove those lip stains. They definitely got some staying power to them. All right, so the last thing that I got in my mystery box is the Älva eyeshadow palette. This is their first collection. And I do have to say, This, it's pretty. It's very purpley and neutral. It's super pretty though. I foresee myself, I will still get use out of this. And I think, like I said, it's very pretty. But the one that I have my eye on the most is the Älva 2, where it's like got the blues and the greens and stuff. So I'm not saying I'm going to run out like right this second and purchase these things. But if I end up liking these items and get a lot of use out of them, I do foresee myself making another order from this brand and like picking out products on my own. But like I said, this eyeshadow palette is really pretty. I love that it has like the yellow shades up here and the orange to kind of like break up some of the monotony, because like a lot of the palette falls into like that same color story of like the cool tone like purple browns, but everything in here looks so pretty. I don't even know like what I want to swatch or what I want to play with and put on my eyes. Let's do, alright, so I picked 3. I did Lilac, which is like this kind of duochromy blue purple color. It feels like this might be better as a topper, but I don't know. And then I picked the shade Dahlia, which again is a shimmer. These two are so pretty. And then I picked a matte shade Morning Glory. They were just all kind of like right there next to each other. Easy to swatch out. So let's see what they end up looking like. They swatch really well and these shimmers feel really nice. So there they are. Hopefully the redness on my hand doesn't distract it too much, but there's the matte Morning Glory and then Dahlia and then Lilac. So yeah, super pretty. Ooh, I can't wait to play. Okay, we've swatched and looked at everything, so I'm gonna clean off my hand and we are going to get down to business. Okay, so I think we're gonna do blush and highlighter first, and then we'll play with some eyes and then finish off with lips, because I don't know, like I gotta have my eyeshadow on before I decide like what lip color to put on. So yeah, I'm not gonna zoom in the camera right away, but I do have these nifty little hair clips given to me from my BFF, so we're gonna use these to pin the hair back. It looks so funny in the viewfinder. Yeah, I do have a mirror in here with me, but I think I'm going to save that for when I go in with the eyeshadow, so I will probably just use the viewfinder as a mirror. Hopefully that doesn't bother you too much, because, you know, I won't be looking into the camera lens. But anyway, I feel so like low-key goofy with these on. They work, they feel really comfortable, but yeah, anyway. All right, so let's go in with our blush in the shade Water Lily. I'm just going to use a Real Techniques brush. I believe this is their blush brush. Let's all try to say that 5 times fast. So I'm going to go in with a very light hand, and I do have my powder brush, which is a BH Cosmetics. It's from their Rose Gold collection. It's the first brush. I use this to apply my face powder, so probably if I feel like I've went a little heavy-handed with this blush, I will take my powder brush and try to like help blend everything out. But yeah, this is really pretty. I could see this being great for like the fall. Oh, I'm super nervous about using the viewfinder. Don't get too cocky. Okay, let's pull out this mirror. Anyway. Okay, I'm not mad at it. It does look a little bit like intense. So I'm gonna do the other cheek, and then like I said, I'm gonna probably blend them out with this brush, and then I will meet you back. Alright, so I did take the powder brush, like I said, and I just kind of like tap to help kind of like blend it in with my bronzer and like soften it up here on the apples, because I like for my blush to be mostly focused up on my temple. I'm a weirdo, but I think once like using the powder blush to kind of help blend it out, I think it's really pretty. I am liking this, and like I said, I don't notice any of the glitters from this, so I think the glitters are more in here to help the product blend out. I don't even know if the glitters in here translate on camera. We losing daylight quicker than I thought, and it's early in the morning, but this kitchen window only gets morning sun, so let's hurry it up, Haley. No rambling. All right, highlighter. Let's play with some highlighter. So, not gonna lie, guys, I kind of want to mix the pink and the peach, and I think that's what we're gonna do. And again, if I get too heavy-handed, I'm gonna take my powder brush and kind of like smooth everything out. But the highlighter brush I have is from Luxie Beauty, and it is their 522 tapered highlighter brush. Oh my god, if I could speak. All right, so we're gonna go in with the pink one first. I do have like a little bit of texture here on my cheeks, and whoever is texting me needs to like knock it off. But I'm not noticing like, it's not accentuating that texture any more than any other highlighter would, so I think that's a plus. Like I said, it's going on super smooth, so I'm going to take the peach shade. Alright, so far I am really liking this. I like the blush. The more and more I look at it, I really like those highlighters, especially mixed together. They were beautiful on their own, but I am just like a glutton for highlighters right now. So, alright, let's play with the eyeshadow. So first, let me zoom you in a little bit more. Alright, so we're nice and zoomed in and personal. Can you get a good look at my pores? Anyway, I don't know what shades I want to use. The lighting is just throwing me off. But yeah, ooh, I definitely want to, I think we're going to start with this matte yellow Daisy. That's what we're going to do first. Okay? Okay. That's really pretty. So it's a lighter yellow than what I was expecting based on the pan, but I like that you can like build it up to what you want. So I'm going to do the other eye. Alright, so I built that yellow up a little bit more on both eyes. I really like that. That's so pretty. The shadows are a little bit powdery, but nothing like too terrible. So I think the next shade that I want to go in with, actually you'll be able to see some of the powder on that yellow buttercup daisy shade. Yeah, there's a little bit of like kickback and stuff, but I don't notice any fallout on my face, which doesn't bother me even if it was happening. Anyway, I kind of want to go in, ooh, this is tough. It's either jasmine or lotus. I think we're gonna do lotus, because this yellow to me is very like a warm tone yellow, and I am really enjoying mixing the warm and cool tones. So yeah, I'm gonna take lotus and not bring that as far into my crease. Not that this is a tutorial. All right, so there's like one layer of it. That really brings, like, in my opinion, like an interesting color to that yellow. I'm noticing the accent, you guys. It's certain words. Like, I am having a hard time. I say yellow now a lot. And then, oh, I don't want to say it on camera. It's kind of embarrassing because I don't hear it until someone points it out. But instead of saying oil, I've been saying oil. So, yeah, I'm going to do this and then we'll come back. Okay, so I really like that together. I think that lotus color is a little bit lighter than what I was anticipating. So I do think you can tell that it's definitely like changed the color of the crease a little bit, but I still want my crease to be a hair bit darker. So we're going to put a third color in the crease. And I'm thinking that I'm probably, let's do this camellia shade down here. That'll be really pretty, and I think it'll complement the lotus. Okay, so that did help like darken it up a little bit. This palette, I am going to say, just like this is my first go with it. It is the shades apply a little bit lighter like to your eyes than they look in the pan, which again, not the end of the world, because then at least you know like you're not going to get too much on your eyeballs. Like you'll be able to blend it out and build it up to what you want. Alright, so there's the crease done. I'm really in love with that. I'm not the best at eyeshadow, but again, you're not here for a tutorial. So let's pick an outer V shade. Ooh, an outer V shade. Do we go with Morning Glory? Alright, I think we're going to go for that Morning Glory shade, the one that we swatched. It's just so pretty. I want that as my outer V. Alright, so I just blended out that outer V with the brush that I used to put down the yellow, and I'm kind of noticing, especially on this side, some of the yellow has been lost, but I'm not gonna I'm just gonna leave it, because when I tend to go in and try to fix these things, I make it much worse. So let's pick out a lid shade. And now normally when I do my eyeshadow, I do put down like my NYX glitter glue with shimmer shades, but I want to see how this does like on its own without any like additional products. So what shade shall we pick? I really liked that lilac shade, but I also liked the Dahlia shade that we swatched out. I think I'm going to go with Dahlia and put that on my lids. Alright, so I ended up adding that lilac shade to my inner corner. I don't know if you can tell. It definitely is one of those shades that would work better as like a topper or with some kind of base to it. But it's super pretty and like purple, and I think it really goes well with that Dahlia shade. So yeah, it's a very light kind of color story, very light kind of shades that you would need to build up. But I do think it's really pretty. I'm excited to play more with that eyeshadow palette. But now, let's try to pick out a lip. Okay. I definitely, so all I have on is a lip gloss. I definitely want to apply this brown rose just to see. And then I want to try one of the matte lip stains just to see what those feel like. I feel like this lipstick will be far easier to wipe off of my lips than the matte lip stain. So that's what we'll do first, is apply this. And I keep opening it like upside down, but all right, I don't know. I really like the color, like looking at it, but I don't know how I feel about it like on myself. It's something that I'm gonna have to play around with more. I think we're gonna go in with the dry dates, the darker of the two. Since the eye look is so light, I feel like we could get away with a dark lip. So let me apply this. All right, I definitely cannot draw inside the lines. These have an interesting, so nothing else has a smell, but these lip stains smell like childhood grape medicine. If you were traumatized by that, then you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you know all of the memories that just came flooding back of like you being 2, not wanting to take medicine, maybe older than 2, but not wanting to take medicine and having to get held down by your family and like, anyway, probably too much information. So yeah, again, I think if I put like a lip liner and stuff on and actually really like get to sit down in my like better setup where I do my makeup, like I would like it a lot more, because I do feel like I messed up like the shape a little bit. But the color, even though it's darker than what I normally go for, like I'm not mad at it. Like I think that's really pretty. It is super drying though. Like if I rub my lips together, it just feels like sandpaper. So I would definitely put a gloss on top of this. I think that would work and make it much more comfortable. But yeah, really pretty. So all in all, I'm super excited about this mystery box. I think my favorite thing out of all of it, you know, it's a tough call, but I'm really excited about the blush, kind of surprisingly. And it's not to say that anything else is bad. Like I am overall really stoked about all the products I got. Nothing is, what I got is everything. I would use everything. Oh my God, how hard is that to say? But this blush is just so pretty, and it's not a, I'm pretty sure I don't have a tone like this in my collection, and it just, I really like it. I could see this like when I first opened it up, I'm like, oh, fall blush. But honestly, I think this would be a great like all year round kind of blush. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for sitting and doing your makeup with me. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.